Welcome to day 12 on our adventure through North Mount. Today is a special day. We're trying to figure out how we can help Tammy get her human form back. For that, I printed out the Mystery Matrix from the Mythic magazine. I will leave a link to the magazine below so you can go and check it out. And basically, what you're going to do is connect clues with suspects based on the die you roll. And we have our 8 clues ready. I'm pretty sure we will get more than that. I have 4 suspects, but they are not really suspects. It's more of a who can help her. Before I start with the mystery, we have some bookkeeping to do. So first we're gonna roll the fate roll for Alex. 14, nothing happens. Should we start doing this for Tammy as well? Let's see. Her fate roll, 22, nothing happens. Next we have our copy box, and we put in 2 platinum, and we get 2 more. I need to change the rules because these are the last ones that I have. So while I with Tammy put that into the inventory, that we gave to Jeremy Long last episode. So now 1 represents 3. We have 9, so I put those in our bag. We put that in for 1 more. And I think this was everything we needed to do for this morning. Now we are going to meet Stella at the docks. She said that she can help us, give us some clues. Now, when we arrive at the docks, we see Stella, but with another woman standing there. Alex asks if Tammy knows her, and she says yes, it's Stella's sister, Helena. And she tells Alex that those two plus Ornetta that we met last episode are sisters. So because we gave her, I believe it was a silver spoon last episode. She just wanted that one. She will give us a clue right away. While they're arriving, Helena stands a bit in the back, just says hello to Tammy. They're not even looking at Alex. And Stella will give us our first clue. So we roll a d10 plus the progress points. We don't have that at the moment. Let me grab her d10. 6. New linked clue. So we're now going to the mystery description table for clues. And let's roll 2 d100. So 52 and 26. Lies and detailed. So basically, Stella tells us that there is a huge lie going on with our mystery, and it is linked. So what you're going to do is roll a d10 and let's see what we will get. 7. Choose most logical suspect. I don't have a logical suspect. Let me roll a d4 for the festive unit. So they tell Tammy that they lied to her all these years. Tammy gets angry but asks what they lied about, and Sarah tells her that's a long story and they will get to it eventually. So now let's ask Stella if she can help us more with, if she can help us find someone who can help us. I will do a persuasion check. I have -2. 16. And a 7. I used the wrong. That doesn't matter. Okay, so she will help us find a suspect or someone who can help us. How many times I said that? Okay, we roll a d10. Also a 6. New linked suspect. So let's go to the suspect table. 57 and 51. Leadership information. Before I write down a suspect, let's see what clue it will link to. For that, you roll d100. 52. That's empty, so choose most logical. Let's use the d10. When? When was an opposing story Alex helped? And a character learns of an alternate version of something they already know about from this adventure. Okay, we had leadership. So Stella tells Tammy that let's put her on as a suspect. So all the time she thought that she needed Alex's help, but Stella tells her, well, it's not that easy, and you will need more than this little druid's help. You will need me. So with that, Tammy growls a bit, but she knows exactly that she does not have another chance. So she asks her, what do you want? What does it cost me? She knows exactly in this world you just get along with favors. So Stella stays silent for a moment and then she goes like, I make you a deal. I'm going to help you. We're going to figure out how to turn you back into a human. But if I will do this, you will then have to work for me in the festive unit. You will become a member, but you will work for me. So Tammy looks at Alex and thinks about what she's going to say. She has two options: staying a wolf or taking the deal with Stella. Or option 3 is to get somewhere else to find the find a solution to the problem. But I think she will take it. deep in her heart, she knows she will take it. Alex is a bit sad when he hears it, but he knows how much it means to her. So we actually say yes to this, and for that we will get another clue. So let's roll. We have a +1 to our progress point tracker. That was a 2. So we get a 3. A new clue. 40 and 49. Hard and large. Okay. How about Tammy has to steal an object in order to get her turned back. It's going to be hard to steal it. It's going to be a large object. Give me a second. Okay, we had hard and large. So she tells Tammy that in order to bring her back, she will need to steal something for Stella. And it is going to be something hard. So it's going to be a ring, a metal ring that is currently inside a vault that she can't get into. Okay, that was our linked clue. No, that was our new clue. Get another point. And who? So Tammy asks, and you will need to ring, or do I have to get this to someone else? Let's do another persuasion check. 11 to 5. Stella doesn't say anything more, but she turns to Helena and tells her, well, it's your turn. And Helena gives her, with not the most friendly voice, tells her to go and see someone. And that is a suspect clue. A 10 plus 1 is 11. Roll twice or link clue to suspect. Let's link clue to suspect. So which clue do we get? Again, 0, 1. 2, 8 is choose most logical suspect. I wanted a new suspect. So the only one we know already from the adventure as without Alex is Andrew, the man who helped us with David and Kahoo. So how about this? Helena tells Tammy, well, that day that you got turned, this unfortunate accident that happened, let's say Andrew wasn't where he was supposed to be. And she asks her, what does she mean with that? So Helena tells her, what was the last thing that Tammy remembers from that day? And Tammy tells her she just remembers waking up and being a wolf. And she got turned down by everyone and was treated like an outcast. And no one was telling her anything, so she just ran away. And so Helena tells her the truth finally what happened. Tammy, Andrew, and her husband, Tammy's husband, were in a heist together going into a mansion to steal something for the festive unit to become members. And Andrew did not hold his promise to look out, and that's when it happened, an explosion of a potion, and with that explosion Tammy got turned into the wolf. So Tammy can't believe that it was actually Andrew who turned her somehow, and he didn't even tell her when we met, but he helped him. Let's put Helena on the board as well. And Tammy is begging now. Please, Helena, give us another clue. Help us. Let's see. 7, and we have a 9, but we have -2 persuasion. So 7 to 7. I let this be a hit. So she will give us another clue. We have 2 clue points at the moment. Let's see. 8 plus 2 is 10. Link clue to suspect or new clue. I would like to link a clue to the suspect. So let's see what clue we get. 19 is outcast. A character is considered an outcast by other characters for some reason. And the suspect is a 5, Stella. Okay. So Stella has now 2 clues linked. Pretty sure she's going to be the one that can help us in the end. Let's think about. So they tell her that they're not just outcasted her because they were afraid of having a wolf around in the town and how the people would react, but they also outcasted Andrew. He is not allowed back into Ballet, and they would have outcasted Tammy's husband. Let's give him a name. 21, Robert. I have an idea. It's pretty hard. So we have an opposing story, something, an alternate version of something, and we have detailed lie. What if Tammy's husband is actually alive? So Helena is like, well, there's something else. Let's give Helena the chance to not tell her. Does she tell her? 10 to 15. She will tell her. In this case, if I read the instruction correctly, you not always have to roll on the mystery elements table, but you can link clues and suspect to whatever you need. So we're actually going to add Robert, and he is part of the detailed lie. So Tammy can't believe that Robert will be still alive. And they tell her that he might be able to help her with stealing the ring in the vault. So because Tammy is she's just in shock, Alex takes actually over and asks them why Robert can help them. Stella looks at him and she gives him a clue. +3. 6 plus 3 is 9. Link clue to suspect or new clue. We're going to link 100. Choose most logical. 2, 8. Choose most logical. Okay. So Stella tells them that Robert sort of disappeared and is now working as a thief in Relay under the name of Milano. So, yeah, asks them to give them more help, more information. Let's do a persuasion check against Stella and Helena. So Stella has a DC of 15, Helena has a 2, and Alex rolls a 7. So Stella will give us another clue. Let's try and get another suspect with 2 points. 5 plus 2 is 7. New linked suspect. So, new suspect. Let me grab quickly Tome of Adventure Designs, the patrons and target. And let's roll a d1000. Let me grab those. So 105. So maybe the beetle in the church district can help us. And it is a man called Roger Brown. I'm going to link to 67 is most logical. I need a idea of what he can help us with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. The ring in the vault. Okay. Always on the other side. So I believe this is the last thing that they will help us with. 13. 13. 5. Yes. Alex has a 7. So they're done here. Now this took us 5 hours. It's 1 o'clock. And they will go and try and find this Roger Brown to help them. Alex wants to talk to Tammy about her husband, but Tammy does not want to talk to him about this. Is she going to say something, let's say 50-50? No. Exceptional, no. So they arrive at the church district. They find an entrance to the church, and there is a man inside lighting some candles and gets a bit scared about Tammy being a wolf. But Alex tells him not to worry, and as soon as Tammy speaks, everything is okay. So she tells him that they were sent by the festive unit, which he immediately reacts to and agrees to help us. So we ask him for a clue. Let's see what he tells us. We have 4 points to the clues. 6 plus 4 is 10. Link clue to suspect or new clue. We're going to link 48, ring in vault, to suspect. 8 to him. Interesting. So in this case, we already have him linked. He will get a 2. So it tells him that he knows where this ring is they're talking about, where this vault, where I can find this vault. So I'm going to use this book of random tables. It's part of the series from Matt Davis, and there is a list of shops in it. And let's see underneath which shop that. Let's see underneath which shop they will find the vault. 14. A rope shop. So we turn to the page with the ropes shop, and let's use a D8 to see the name of the shop. 8. 6. Arcane clothing. Interesting. So he tells them that they should go at night. They will close at 7, but it's not as easy as they think it will be. They should be very, very careful. So Alex asks him if he knows anything else that can help them. Let's see if he does. We have a persuasion of +0. 16 to 18. He does. So let's grab. Should we grab another suspect? We have 3 progress points. 6 is new linked suspect. So I'm going to use this suspect as Arcane clothing shop owner. And it's going to be linked to clue 78. Let's choose most logical. Let me grab a d10. 4. Outcast. Interesting. So he tells them, I have an idea. We know that Robert is now a thief in Ballet. I could not even see that, sorry. We know that Robert is now a thief in Ballet. And he was somehow outcasted, and he gets through his life by threatening the local merchants. And he knows that Robert and the merchant of the arcane clothing have a really big hate going on. They always try to outrun each other. Does Tammy know the owner of the shop? Let's say Robert was friends with the shop owner, so it's very likely she knows him. 3 and yes. Exceptional yes. Yes. And we got the shuffle card. So, are they likely any yes to? Yes. They are brothers. So let's see if Roger has anything else for us. He has a 19. Tammy has a 2. We have a 12, so nothing more. So there's not a lot to go on from here. Andrew is not here in the city. So what I would like to do is go to the arcane clothing. Alex is a bit sad that Tammy just said yes to working for Stella if she gets turned back into into a human, but he still will be helping her, and they can talk this out later. And they go to the merchant district and they find the arcane clothing. Now Tammy asks Alex to go in for himself to ask for a rope so that they can look through, see how the shop is look like. So he goes in, and Robert, she tells him before he goes in the name, the brother's name. 83. So she tells him that how Fred looks like. So Alex goes in, and sure enough, it's the brother who comes to meet him. Now, Alex first asks to look around. Does he sees anything special? Let's do a perception check +5 plus advantage against the store, let's say. 14, we have advantage. 18 +5, so he does see something special. What does he see? Open rumor. Okay, there are rumors in here. I thought I saw them somewhere. Shopkeeper rumors. Okay. So while Fred helps him look around, they start talking, and Fred tells him business has been slow for a couple of months. So Alex asks him if he can do him a normal green rope. 1d8. He will do this. Ask for the pricing. Let's say it's uncommon. It's a special rope. So a d10 and a d12. That's for the gold coins. That's for the silver coins. And we get the modifier. So 6 gold coins, 2 silver, and 4. Let's say 6. And Alex accepts this. And Fred promised him to do this by tomorrow. And there will be a special secret inside. So Alex sees a part of the shop that is covered with a curtain, and he tries to bruise by and sell himself, tries to go in, but Fred catches him and says, sorry, there's nothing behind the curtain for you. But Alex is pretty sure that the way in to the vault should be through these curtains, because it's the only way, or it's the only other part of a store that I can see. So how can we ask him for a clue? So while trying out this rope so he can take the measurement, Alex just tries and get him to talk. Asks him about people around and shops around, and if the merchants, where he can find what. So let's see if he gives us a clue. We have 5 clue points at the moment. 7 plus 5 is 12. A new clue. Let's see. The meaning table. 2d100s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 56 and 67. Masculine. Neat. Let me grab another clue. 55. Magnificent. So he tells us he has the only shop in town that offers male robes that are neat and magnificent, and that's why he got a bit of problem with the local thieves. His prices are high enough, so the shop gets broken into a lot. He took some measurements in his own hand. He installed some traps. He does not tell us where they are, but we now know that they are traps. Does he tell us anything more? He has a 12. We have a 9, so no. This took us 3 hours. It's 4 o'clock. I forgot to roll when we were at the church, so this took us 3 hours, and this also took us 3 hours. So it's 5 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. I'm interested in something. While Alex was inside the shop, did Tammy was waiting outside an alleyway. Did she spot her husband? Let's make a perception check. She has a +5. Okay. Let's do a perception check. This is the die for Robert. And this is Tammy's die. She has a +5. We have an 8 and a 10. She spotted him. And she actually going to talk to him. So imagine he walks through the market, goes into an alleyway, and Tammy follows him and just says his name, his old name, while he just turns around in disbelief. So they just look at each other, and she asks him, as she gets her voice back, she asks him to help her. Let's do a persuasion check. 10 and a 3. He just turns around, tells her, sorry, I can't help you. And with that, he's just gone. He knows the streets better than she does, and she's just crushed. But thanks to Roger from the church, and thanks to Stella, she now has a lead. She knows what she's going to do tonight. Try to get the ring. Alex comes back and tells her about the break-in in the shop, and the way he he would say use cameras, but has some traps laid out in the shop, so they need to be careful, really careful, and they might not be able to do this tonight. They should look a bit more for more clues to not set off a trap in the shop. So let's see if Tammy tells Alex who she saw. Let's make a for Tammy. I'll do a persuasion check because she says everything is all right. For him, for Alex, I will do a insight check. So we have a +3 for Alex and a -2 for Tammy. Yeah, Tammy wins. She persuades him in thinking everything is okay. She does not tell him about her husband that she saw. I hope this was a good decision for her. She asks him if it's okay if they go back to the dock to see if Stella is around. And let's do a. He's okay with that. Let's do a perception check to see if we can find her. She has a 19. Alex has a 9. Tammy has a 17. Perception plus 5. So they find her. And they tell her what they found out. Tammy begs her for one last clue, help her with anything. And she does persuasion -2. She got a natural 20. So we get another clue. We are at 6 clue points plus 10, so 16. Link clue to suspect, but we remove 6 progress points. All of our clue progress points are gone. So we try to get this clincher clue. The clincher clue is that clue, the main one, and we just missed it by 1. But we can link a clue to a suspect. Okay, let's say this is the suspect. Here we have the clue. 95 to 3. 95 we don't have. 3 is Ornetta. Interesting. We have 11 clues at the moment, so let's use a d12. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Detailed lie. So Ornetta is in on this lie. She knows exactly. Of course, it's on the other side of the board. That did not help us whatsoever. Is that all you can tell me? Really, Stella? Tammy tells her, for all time, please, please, please help us. I just want another clue. But no. She tells us that she's sorry. It's the only thing she can help us if we get this ring. And we should stake out the shop front tonight, to see what's going to happen. She will give us a key to the shop opposite of the arcane clothing, where we can spy through the window and see what's going on tonight. And for that, I'm really grateful for. But this is a story for the next day. They still will use the campfire deck. I will flesh out some more. So we have a lot of things going on our matrix here. The detailed lie got a lot of rolls, and we have Stella, Robert, and Roger with 2 clue points or suspect points. So we know that these 3 are the key in helping us. We might be going back to Roger to see if he really told us everything he knows. But they're going to get themselves settled next on the opposite side of the Arcane clothing store to see what's going to happen through the night. Let me grab these two. This one is your past. Who is the most challenging opponent you have ever faced? What did you learn from your encounters with them? And we have your dreams. In 10 years, what do you think you will miss the most about your life right now? What will you be glad to leave behind? That's an interesting one. Okay, let me think about this for a moment. So, Alex thinks that he will miss traveling the most. He still plans to get stationed somewhere. Thinking about the way that Tammy just sold her life to Stella, he might be looking for a place for himself as soon as it happens. So Alex is still quite young. He is still scared that Cheryl will come for them because it is the first person he has ever crossed. Tammy hopes to be human again in 10 years, and she will leave her wolf form gladly behind, but she will miss her travels with Alex, and she knows that she hurt him today. Most challenging opponent has to be Robert. The way he left her today and left her the day she was turned left a big scar in Tammy's heart. She learned the fact she learned to face the fact that there might be some revenge in her future as soon as she is part of the festive unit. I'm interested in what do you think about those cards? I just love them. They give so much backstory, too much sometimes that I almost forget them. But for me, it's a great way to come up with answers to questions I would never thought about asking. I will now try to find a way to make a solo heist. Do you know about some great books or tables or solo adventures for heists? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested to see what you come up with. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next adventure. Bye!